Hey guys, DLE Kamell here, and welcome back to the Dueling Entertainment YouTube channel. I'm here because the maintenance has just ended, and the next main box, Shark Fang, has leaked, and I'm here with the relevant card list, and I'm joined tonight at 4 a.m. by Dulling, my good friend in the community. Thank you so much for coming.
No problem. Not a problem at all. Happy to finally be here.
Yeah, glad to have you back on the channel. Good to have you around. And going into this box, my thoughts are they are clearly trying to capitalize off of the latest Shark event, and this wave of Xyz is going to be focused around water monsters. I think so. The water and shark archetypes, specifically trying to piggyback off of the stuff we got in the event. So that's what I'm thinking. If you're looking at the screen, you can tell that we have 14 Xyz monsters. It's the most that we've gotten in a box so far. So we'll definitely have a lot of new toys to go through. But yeah. So let's get right into it. As you guys know, here we always go through the archetypes first, and then the general URs and SRs. So to start us off, we will be going over Evil Swarms, and that will start us off with the UR Evil Swarm Caster. Something to note, by the way, there are 8 URs listed in this box. So we have a card leak for new cards. We do not know. There will be 1 UR from the selection box placed in this box. So whatever it is, but yeah.
It's likely going to be Stratos. It's just a safe guess at this point. I don't think they do Levianeer this season, but...
Well, we'll see. Evil Swarm Caster, Warrior level 4 Dark. During the turn of this card was normal summon. You can normal summon 1 L Swarm monster in addition to your normal summon set. You can only gain this effect once per turn. So, Evil Swarms, as you can see, they kind of have effects that kind of generalize it with L Swarm. So you can also use a Steel Swarm monster because they also end in L Swarm. And Evil Swarm Caster is your main way to get out multiple level 4 monsters for an Xyz summon. This is your bread and butter card. That's why it is a UR.
Yep. It's your central piece, really. Castor lets you play the game with L-Swarm, essentially. Whether it be you're trying to make a rank 4, which we do have some, we will get to those shortly, or maybe you're trying to do a tribute summon with some cards we already have in game.
That's right, and this is a very powerful effect, and something, if you played the deck that kind of combats Evil Swarms, Constellars, the fact that we got Caster means that I have faith that we'll get a card like Pollux from Constellars, which is essentially the same effect. You normal summon this, and then you normal summon another Beast Warrior. That's what that card does. So the fact that we're getting this as a UR gives me faith that we might actually see some competent strategies, Xyz strategies, come out in the future. So Evil Swarm Caster, bread and butter for Evil Swarms. If you want to play Evil Swarms, you're gonna need 2 to 3, but probably 3 to make the deck work. But we're not sure yet if it's gonna be good.
Well, absolutely 3 if you want to play it.
Yeah. So next is we have the UR Evil Swarm Bahamut. This is a rank 4 Dark Dragon Xyz that requires 2 level 4 L Swarm monsters. Once per turn, you can detach 1 Xyz material from this card to target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Discard 1 L Swarm monster, and if you do, take control of that opponent's monster. So, a target effect, but a very powerful one nonetheless. Definitely going to have a powerful effect with that 2350 stat line. But Evil Swarm Bahamut is one of the bread and butter, again, Evil Swarm cards. Do you any thoughts on this, like from the TCG?
I personally have not done anything with a TCG, but from what I've heard, it wasn't the strongest card, but it was.
Yeah, definitely not.
No, it's not a bad card either, right? It is very... You can only play it in Elswarm, just by default. But permanently being able to take control of a monster is good if it resolves.
Yeah,
so,
that's the thing.
Yeah. But that's the thing. With Elswarms, just by nature of the deck, if it is good, you are probably going to be able to grind through back row. So I see this more as a finisher, just as a whole. Oh, that's a nice Sun Saga you have there, for example. Would be a shame if I were to just yoink that. So yeah, no, if Elswarms are good, this is definitely a card that will see play. It's just not... It's mostly going to be a finisher, if I had to guess.
Yeah, because I'm thinking that any deck that can make this work, you're going to have to play through so many of your opponent's resources that are going to disrupt you, like any back row monster effects. So like you said, a finisher, or if this deck has an answer to stuff like that, maybe that we read on, we'll have to see. But Evil Swarm Bahamut, definitely a pretty good Xyz monster for the deck. Great effect. But yeah, like I said, good finisher for sure. So the next card we have is the SR Evil Swarm Karikeon. This is a level 4 Dark Spellcaster. You only use each effect once per turn. While this card is in the graveyard, if it was sent there this turn, you can normal summon one Elsewhere monster for one less tribute. You can banish one Elsewhere monster from your graveyard. Then this card gains the following effect. This turn you can activate normal summon another one. Another Elsewhere monster. Okay. So anything that you discard or anything that you detach from a Bahamut will... you can banish it for Karikeon's effect, giving you another normal summon. That's nice.
Yep.
Just something to make your Xyz easier.
Definitely. It's very good follow-up for the deck. It gives the deck more options. It gives it more mid-game instead of that initial Castor, make something. Well, now you also have Karikeon, which you can then recycle resources, summon even more cards as follow-up. It really helps the deck, I think.
Yeah, so Karikeon is an SR, and you're probably going to need 3 of this guy too, if you want to play this deck.
It's fine. You need 3 Castor to play this deck. You're going to get 3 of everything. Yeah, let's be honest.
Definitely. So the next card we have is actually a rare, and it's not an Evil Swarm, but it is a Steel Swarm, and it is hold on, let me click it. Steel Swarm Sting. It is a level 4 Dark Fiend, and this card has a pretty cool effect. When this card you control is sent to your graveyard, target one face-up Ritual Fusion or Synchro monster on the field, destroy that target. So I just thought it was pretty interesting. That's why I included it. And it is an Elswarm monster, so you can send it to the graveyard. However, it has to be a card you control. So it can't be an Xyz material. You can't discard it. So it'll have, however you're gonna, send it to the grave for the field, whether it's destroyed or whatever.
Neat effect, practical, likely not. Maybe it'll have a niche use. Who knows?
And the last Evil Swarm card, only 4 cards we got here. Evil Swarm Thanatos, 2 level 4 Dark Monsters, Fiend. Once per turn, quick effect. You can detach 1 material from this card. This face-up card is unaffected by other monster effects this turn. Well, I mean, it has the same stat line as Bahamut, but that effect is not good. Not great.
It's not a horrible effect. It has niche uses, right? Being unaffected by anything is good. It's a main thing of its stat line. It's like, oh, okay, you're unaffected by monsters, so what? I can just swing over you. It's not threatening. That's the issue.
Yeah, so it is 2 level 4 darks, not Elswarms, so it's a little bit more generic, but not generic though. So that's it for Evil Swarms. So next we have it's more of what I think is the main archetype in the box, and that is the Shark archetype. And the first card that we have with the Shark archetype is of course going to be the cover card, number 32, Shark Drake, rank 4 water sea serpent Xyz, 3 level 4 monsters. Once per turn, when this attacking card destroys opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the grave, you can detach 1 exist material from this card, special summon the destroyed monster to your opponent's side of the field, and face up attack position, and then it loses 1k, and then you can attack it again. So, what do you think about this card? This is the boss monster, but how does it stack up to everything else in Duel Links right now? This takes up your whole field. We said this, Rai and I said this before. This takes up your whole field, and then it's like a battle you get 3 battle effects. I just feel like that's like, it leaves you very vulnerable, I feel.
It's the best sort of, it's not a bad card. It's able to finish games, maybe steal a game that you otherwise wouldn't have won. It's basically, if you don't have anything else to run, you can run it. Maybe there's going to be a deck that's actually able to take advantage of this effect a lot more than you'd think at first glance, because you're thinking, oh, you're just attacking, right? But it's also a thing of, that's a lot of damage you're threatening, especially in Duel Links when you're only on 4,000 life points.
Right.
So
yeah,
there's always that factor to consider.
2800 is a decent stat line at a glance. Whatever skill you're running, like a lot of these shark skills will boost this guy up, stuff like that. So this guy can be a very terrifying boss monster with attacks, so it can finish games. And something I want to think about going forward is, I want to think that sharks can be a deck. So as we're reading it, I kind of want to see if we could piece it together. We don't have very many good sharks right now besides Hammer Shark and Shark stickers. So I want to see if any of these are good enough. So this is what we got first. Number 32, Shark Drake. Now the next UR we have is, boom, Mermaid Shark. This is a level 1 water fish. When this card is normal summoned, you can add 1 level 3, 4, 5 fish type monster from your deck to your hand. And I don't know, this being a UR, I think it's nice that it will search, but being level 1 is just so weird. It's like, I don't know how much of a place this has in a shark deck. I don't know, like, it just feels out of place. What do you need a level 1 monster for?
So the way I see it is this card coupled with another card that I think we'll get to after, Silent Angler. And then you just basically, you're going to be using level duplication to turn the shark on field into level 4. Right. And then you're able to keep going with that, right? It's still a generic Rhoda. Generic Rhodas are good, or Stratos, sorry, but those cards in general are always, at the very least, noteworthy because of what they do.
Oh, so, I see. Yeah, I can see at a glance. I didn't really look at it like that. Like, you can search a shark, and then like many of them have the special summon effects, and then level duplication, and then some of them have level modification effects themselves. So I guess we'll have to look at that. So a search for a shark, that's good, and you're already going to have this on the field. So let's look at kind of what we're going to be able to do on the field once we have that. So the next shark card is, let's see, the UR, boom, number 37, Hope Woven Dragon Spider Shark. This is a rank 4 water sea serpent Xyz. Requires 2 level 4 water type monsters. When any player's monster declares an attack, you can detach 1 Xyz material from this card. All monsters your opponent currently controls lose 1000 attack until the end of this turn. When this card is destroyed by battle card effects and sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 other monster in your graveyard, special summon it. You can only use each effect once per turn. What? That's a good effect.
Yep.
It floats into any monster, any other monster in your graveyard. That is pretty nuts.
It's effectively a 3,600 beat stick that, if your opponent outs it, is just getting another body out. If you're able to make this in any deck, you're going to be making it. There is, of course, the restriction. You do need 2 waters.
Yeah, 2
if it was, if it was absolutely generic, I would not enjoy playing against this card at all, because it's
So let's
quite
think,
annoying
right?
to deal with.
Decks right now that can use this. Cristrons, are they going to be playing 3 Crystron Rosenicks so that they can play this card and reuse it and play super aggressive? Because Cristrons right now are the only water deck. Besides that, we're talking Shark deck, baby. Like, what is a Shark deck going to do with this bad boy? Is a Shark deck going to mess you up with number 37?
It might. I do see this card, great future potential in, say, Mermails, which I think a lot of people are waiting for their really good support. I think we will get it at some point, but until then.
Yeah, well, number 37 right now, very powerful rank 4 effect for 2 level 4s water. Looking out, Shark deck. Shark deck, we're looking out. So next, what do we have here? The next shark card is, let's say it is Silent Angler. Boom. When I'm saying shark, I'm saying like, cards, the water support cards, that's what I mean, guys. So Silent Angler, level 4 water, fish effect. If you control a water monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, but you cannot special summon monsters from your hand for the rest of this turn. So yeah, this is just one of the cards the Shark has in the event right now that is just generic special summon, level 4, so you can make any of your Shark Xyz or Water Xyz, whatever.
Yep. This card in particular is what pairs very well with Mermaid Shark, because you go Mermaid Shark, search Silent Angler, level duplication, and then you can just special summon Silent Angler. You now have 2 level 4s, which can make number 37.
And that's the combo, 2-card combo. That's all you need.
It's 1 card.
A 1 card, yeah, that's right, 1 card. And so yeah, this is a SR. So you will be picking up 3 of these as well.
Yep.
And the next, this is a kind of water card, but kind of a shark support card. You could say surface spell card. Target 1 level 3 or lower fish, sea serpent, or aqua monster in your graveyard. Special summon it in face-up defense position. It is a normal spell. So yeah. Just pretty blah. I don't know. Pretty meh.
It's not a bad card. It's just slow.
And level 3 or lower, you're not really doing much at rank 3, and you're gonna have to use a monster, a different shark monster that boosts levels to make this card good.
There's nothing that immediately comes to mind. Maybe you're using it with something like, I don't know, Swap Frog.
Yeah, maybe.
But maybe you use it in a frog
we're gonna
deck.
have to shark decks, man. Got to look at all these water monsters or something.
Oh, there's a lot of really, really broken water cards. It's just a question of what we get. Surface, maybe. In a shark deck, I don't think so.
Do you want surface or do you want salvage? A card we already have. It's another normal spell. It's competing for this slot.
I mean, right? It depends on what you're trying to do. It's the big thing.
So surface. The next shark. That's all the SRs. So I believe all the other ones are rares, correct? Rares and normals. Yes. Okay.
I believe so.
So next, I've got them all grouped here. We've got Double Fin Shark. This is a level 4 water fish. When this card is normal summon, you can target 1 level 3 or 4 water fish type monster in your graveyard. Special summon that target in defense, but its effects are negated. You cannot special summon any monsters during the turn you activate it except water monsters. And yep, another one of Shark's cards, level 4, just to promote that summon of one of your Shark Xyz. It's a good special summon promoter. So
good follow-up. It's not a card that I really have any complaints about. It's just a thing of if you can.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pair it up with either stuff to send stuff to the graveyard or follow up after you get stuff destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so next we have Double Shark, another level 4 fish. When this card is normal summon, you can reduce the levels of all level 4 fish type monsters you currently control by 1. This card can make a second attack during each battle phase. This card I do not think is good. You do not want to make your sharks not level 4 because there are no good rank 3 Xyz that you are making in a shark deck. You always want to be making the rank 4s.
Yep.
So
absolutely.
I would not be playing this. I'm going to be jumping around the rarities for the sharks just so we can get them out of the way. Hyper Ancient Shark Megalodon. This is a level 8. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can target a monster your opponent controls, destroy that target. There you go, 2900. Great.
Level 8, can't summon, yeah. So.
Right. Now we have Shark Kraken, level 6. Fish, you can special summon this card from your hand by attributing 1 water monster. And it's level 6, you're not going to be exeasing with this, so why do you want a 2400 beater? So yeah. And then we have Spear Shark, level 4. When this card is normal summon, you can increase the levels of all level 3 fish type monsters you can currently control by 1. If this card attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing. Okay, so if it is normal summoned, you can make them level 4. However, I don't... Unless there's something that you can just special summon itself afterwards. I guess you can pair this with... No, you can't even pair this with Shark Stickers, right?
No, because Shark Sticker summons after.
Yeah, so this is not even
Nothing comes to mind.
Yeah, no, not even good. Next, Saber Shark level 4. Cannot be used as sacred material up to twice per turn. You can target 1 fish on the field and activate one of the effects, increase or reduce. So this is going to be your level modulator. Twice per turn, you can bring a fish up to level 4, or you can bring a fish down to level 3. But you're going to want to be, if you ever want to use this card, you're going to be wanting to bring it up to level 4. And the thing I want to see with these shark cards is you need a way to special summon them, because I feel like bringing them to your hand and then normal summoning them is not enough.
Yeah.
Like, there are ones that special summon themselves, but they don't have the effects that you need. We need to be able to bring out these guys with the effects, but that we can only normal summon. So
yeah,
I think that's the weakness we're seeing with the shark deck right now. So we're gonna have to look for that in strategies that we have in the game already. So and the last shark card is Summersail Carrier Aerial Shark, 2 level 3s. Once per turn, you can detach 1 Exeus material from this card, inflict 100 damage to your opponent for each of your banished monsters, and that is going to be cut down to 50 because this is a TCG card. Fun fact, someone corrected me in the last video. Cards that are anime or like not in the TCG or OCG already, their effect damage will not be touched because they were not designed for 8,000 life points. This card still was, so it's going to be cut down to 50 when it's put in Duel Links.
They're just having the effect damage of a bad card. It's like, what are you going to do? Summon this against Gristrong when they're on 100 LP? Like, oh no, your own. What are you gonna do? Like, banish 20 cards?
It's so
deal
weird.
1,000?
It's so weird. Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong. That's all the sharks. Yes. Correct. Yeah,
yes.
That's it. So now there are just a couple archetypes here and there. The next big archetype, the next big rarity archetypes, I suppose, is Gishkis. They have a couple cards. This is Gishki Vision, level 2 Sea Serpent. If you ritual summon exactly one water ritual monster with a card effect that requires use of monsters, this card can be used as the entire requirement. You can discard this card, add 1 Gishki ritual monster from your deck to your hand. And, well, that's pretty good for Gishkis, but they're Gishkis, I guess we really just need ones with, worthwhile effects. And the ritual spells for Gishki specifically have costs that add up pretty quickly, despite them proccing skills. So
yes, Vision, it's just a searcher, and it actually pairs super well with the next card we will be looking at. It's just a generic searcher. That's really all it is. It's not a bad card.
And the next card we are going to be talking about is Gishki Abyss. It is a level 2 water fish. When this card is summoned, you can add 1 Gishki monster with 1,000 or less defense from your deck to your hand, except this card. So yeah, you're going to use this probably to add Gishki Vision with 500 defense to your hand.
Yep.
And you can ritual summon from the hand. Boom, use Gishki Vision for the cost.
Yep. You're missing a card. Gishki Vision to search that card. There's also the opposite of Vision, which would be Gishki Shadow, which same first effect, second effect, you're just searching a spell instead. Ritual spell instead. So you do that. If you're missing the spell, you have the spell.
Gishki Shadow, he's already in the game, right? Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's just it's a good card for Gishki. The issue is it's Gishki.
It's Gishki, yeah, that's the thing.
It doesn't really have a clear win condition right now. I know in the TCG, all it did was just it did a hand loop thing with one specific card that I'm fairly certain got banned at some point. I don't remember that one, but
yeah. And then we have the last Gishki card, Evigishki Merogeist, 2 level 4 monsters, Aqua. After damage calculation, if this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can detach 1 Xyz material from this card, shuffle the destroyed monster into the deck instead of sending it to the graveyard. And yeah, this card is not destroying anything at 2100, but I'll tell you, it might be good to take out, I don't know, like just the bits and bobs that your opponent has, like the stuff you don't want in the graveyard, like level 2 tuners, I don't know, Crystron, stuff like that. Stuff that you don't want your opponent to be able to utilize anymore. Yeah. Magician Girls, Karikeon, stuff like that.
It's a good card to have access to in the toolbox in general, right? Like if you just don't want, if your opponent is running a graveyard reliant deck, you can kind of shut this down because a lot of the main graveyard pieces are low stats. Like Shiranui, you can go, oh, that's a nice set monster you have there.
Yeah, just be like, yep.
Yeah.
Put Power of the Guardians on this baby.
Power of the Guardians, let's go!
It's a new control deck. Alright, so that's Gishki. Now what do we have? Archetypes. What do we got left? Oh, Onomatopoeia. Yes, we have Onomatopoeia. So, to start off with Onomatopoeia, we have Go Golem, Golden Form, Earth, level 4, Rock. Cannot be normal summon set, must be special summoned from your hand by attributing 1 Go monster, and cannot be special summoned by other ways. This card's attack becomes double the original attack of the attributed monster. Any battle damage your opponent takes from attacks involving this card is half once per turn during either player's turn. If a monster effect is activated on your opponent's side of the field, this card loses exactly 1500 attack, and if it does, negate that effect. Oh, okay. Alright, so that's a little bit better than I expected. That's pretty neat. I mean,
it is.
So it becomes double of the Go that you tribute. So let's see some Go-Go's. I can't search in here to see what we have. I can search on DLM though. Oh, we don't have. Oh, these are our first Go-Go's? No way.
No, we have a
couple, but they're not. Yeah.
I mean, the 2 that we already have are good ones. The
we have
Utopic
Golem.
Yep.
And we have what else? We have
Utopic.
Utopic Onomatopoeia. So he's a Go. And we have Zubaba Bancho Go. Yeah. He counts as a. Oh no, he doesn't count as a Go.
He does not, unfortunately.
Rip.
Onomatopoeia does, which is still convenient because you're typically already running this at least 1 in an Onoma deck, but...
Alright, well, we're getting some more of these cards, so let's go through them.
Yeah.
So, next we have... I put the Go cards here. Go Ghost. This is a zombie effect. If level 4, if this card is special summoned, you can target 1 Go Golem in your graveyard. Special summon that target in face-up defense position, then change this card to defense position. You can only use it once per turn. So yeah, but okay. So the product of Onomatopoeia right now is to bring out generic Xyz. Because there is no there's no specifically good Onomatopoeia Xyz. I know the Gagagas, they're whatever, but using Cowboy and Samurai together, it's not great. So they need the power of all generic rank 4 Xyz, and I still don't think we're there for rank 4 Xyz.
Getting there. Just not quite there yet.
We're getting there. So keep that into account when you think about onomatopoeia. Go
Ghost
Giant.
in particular.
Yeah, Ghost in particular. It's the whole thing is to make a generic Xyz.
It's like you have to set it up to set it up. It's
Right.
like,
Yeah, that's So Go Giant. When this card is normal summon, you can target one Go monster in your graveyard, special summon that targeted defense position, then change this card to defense. If this card attacks, change it to defense at the end of the battle phase. So like if you guys don't see where this is going already, right? Like the whole point of this thing is like you play you play your Go and your opponent destroys it, and then when you summon your next Go, you're able to actually summon an Xyz monster. But honestly, I don't think that's good enough in Duel Links, because if your entire strategy is set up around you letting a monster be destroyed and you letting it be sent to the graveyard, you don't know what's going to become of you letting that attack happen. And I just don't think that's good. So that's what I think so far. But let's read on. Go Gigas, another level 4 rock. While this card is in your graveyard, if you special summon a Go monster except during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your graveyard. In face-up defense position, you cannot conduct your battle phase the turn you activate this effect. Whoa. Okay, so that's a pretty steep cost. You cannot conduct your battle phase. So Utopic Onomatopoeia. So this is the card. So far there's no Go that's special summoning that's not in the graveyard already. So how are we special summoning this?
it's the same issue as Ghost. You're setting up to set it up, and it's one monster skipping your battle phase when you can get the same amount of monsters without skipping your battle phase using other means. It's just like,
okay,
why?
So this card does let you special summon one from the hand. So that's okay. So whatever. So I guess that's your 3-card. That's your combo. But yeah. Next, next for Onomatopoeia, we have Dodo Driver. This is a warrior, level 4, once per up to twice per turn. If this card was special summoned by the effect of a Dodo monster this turn, you can target one Dodo monster you control. It's a level modulator. Great. All right. And only if it's summoned by the effect of this specific guy. Oh, but I guess you can summon it with Utopic Onomatopoeia. That'll work.
You could, but it's just like, why?
Yeah, and then this is Dodo Draw. Send a Dodo from the hand or face up to the field, draw 2 cards. God, that's so oddly specific. And then
I mean, it is good. It is actually it's a very good card, especially with what Dodos do, right? Because even with like the skill, because Yuma's skill for this deck is broken, like period. You cannot convince me that the skill isn't broken. It's just nothing can abuse it right now.
What does it do again?
Basically, you're just shuffling in 2 Onoma cards, just whatever you want, and then you get 2 monsters, any 2 monsters with different names you want from your deck. So you could go add Gaga Sister, I think it was, search Dodo Draw. Dodo Draw is going to discard one of the monsters, you're going to draw 2. Or maybe you're going Dodo Draw, discard Utopic, and then you're going into Go Dodo Giant in order to summon back Utopic. Just things like that, right?
I think Circus just found his new meme deck. All right, so that it is a pot of greed, so nice. So next we have Guard Go. If a Gaga, Dodo, and or Go monsters you control is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, target one of those monsters, special summon it, then you can special summon up to 2 Gaga, Dodo, or Go monsters from your hand in defense position. Alright, that's pretty good.
Let's talk about this.
From your hand. Whoa, no, okay.
From your hand. No, let's not talk about this card.
Yeah, no way. Alright, and I do think that is the last archetype, the last full archetype in the box.
I do think it is.
That is. So now we can go over generic URs and SRs. So the first tin goldfish. Level 4 Water. When this card is normal summon, you can special summon one level 4 monster from your hand. Very nice. Generic. But I don't know how much space we're going to have in a water deck or something for this card, since we're going to be playing. I don't know. We may have room for this. Where do you think we're going to see this played?
It's just a generic level 4, maybe in like certain water decks. Who knows? Maybe Mermails. Very unlikely in Mermails, but
Yeah.
maybe. There might be something in the future. That's my best bet on it. It's not a card I'd skip if I was buying this box, but it's not a card that I'd expect to be good immediately either.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Okay, so next we talked about Mermaid Shark. So next we have Maestroke, the Symphony Djinn. So this is the fourth, or I think we're still missing one that only Yuma has. This is the third Djinn Xyz monster, and this is the best one. So thank you for giving it to us, as you are, of course. Fiend Xyz, 2 level 4, so rank 4. Once per turn, you can detach one Xyz material from this card, then target one face-up attack position monster your opponent controls, change it to face-down defense position. If a Djinn Xyz monster you control would be destroyed, you can detach one Xyz material from that monster instead, and yes, it is a Djinn Xyz monster, so it can protect itself.
Yeah, there's not much to add here. It's just a good generic rank 4.
A good defensive one, so definitely a pickup. If you have the gems, I'd say this is a plus. If you have the disposable stuff to go in, this is a good rank 4.
Definitely.
Okay. Next for you is the last one is Xyz Reborn. Target one Xyz monster in your graveyard, special summon it, and if you do, attach this card to it as an Xyz material. And depending on how many Xyz monsters are going to be super worth it with one material, this may be good. I don't know.
Maybe. Like, if you take, like, number 37 gets destroyed. Oh, Xyz Reborn.
Xyz
Guess
Reborn.
who's back?
Poggers. Number 37. And yeah, then you'll get that effect all over again when it's just, oh man.
It's a monster reborn on a trap, which is never ideal, but it's always a card that you keep in the back of your mind, right? Maybe you're playing a slower control deck and it's like, hey, I can use this to counter certain things.
Shark deck.
All I see it as. Shark deck.
Shark deck. All right, so next what do we got? So that is all of the URs. Now we have Xyz Slydolphin. Okay, this is a level 4 Sea Serpent, so this is kind of a shark support card as well. If an Xyz monster is special summoned to your field, except during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand. If an Xyz monster is special summoned to your field while this card is in your graveyard, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, and except during the damage step, you can target one of those Xyz monsters, attach this card to it as material. You can only use each effect of Xyz Slydolphin once per turn. Oh, this is actually pretty huge because Shark has a skill called Shark's Revenge, which gives Shark Xyz, Sea Serpent Xyz monsters 1500 attack per 3 materials they have. And if this card is in the graveyard and you attach it to number 37 Hopewoven Dragon Spider Shark, it becomes a 4100 attack point monster when you activate the skill.
Ooh.
Poggers Shark Deck. Hashtag Shark Deck.
Shark Deck.
Hashtag Shark Deck. Oh my god. So I think that is going to be the peak of this skill. So that skill is actually very specific. It says per 3 Xyz materials. So the next boost, you would need 6 Xyz materials for that. So
good luck with that one.
So Sea Serpent Xyz that will benefit from this. Shark Drake will not. This number 37 will. I don't think any of these other ones will. No, they won't. Wow, so this is literally Shark Deck. That's literally
Shark Deck.
That's literally it. Okay, good to know. So there you go. Xyz slide off. If you want to play Shark Deck, you're gonna need this card. Next we went over Go-Go's, okay, probably one of my favorite cards we're gonna go over. Adreus, Keeper of Armageddon. Adreus, however you want to say it. This is a rank 5 Dark Fiend Xyz, 2 level 5 monsters. Once per turn, you can detach 1 Xyz material from this card. To target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls, destroy it. And I absolutely love this card. I used to play it in Constellars. Level 5 is very easy once you get a deck that can modulate level 4 monsters. And guess what can do that? Shark Deck. Shark Deck can do it.
Shark Deck.
All these level 4 monsters, man. You put in Saber Shark, boost them up to level 5, you're getting Adreus. There's your spot removal.
You go special summon Cyber Dragon, normal summon Saber Shark. Bam!
And then you have Adreus, Keeper of Armageddon. This is the best rank 5 Xyz monster that we have. And this is in contention, I believe, to be one of the best Xyz monsters we have right now.
Mm-hmm. It's a good generic card. There's not much to say about it. The card speaks for itself. It's a free pop 1.
Yeah, I absolutely love this card, and it is a SR. It's a super rare. I definitely think that this is a generic card that you should have. And in the future, if we do have a generic Xyz like video, this is going to be probably near the top of the cards that you should definitely have. For sure. Absolutely.
I think right now, currently, I think the only deck that's really making it is maybe Thunder Dragons. Because Thunder Dragons can make it, definitely.
Yeah, Thunder Dragons and Shark Deck.
Shark Deck.
Yeah. And, yep, that is Adreus, so definitely I would recommend you picking him up. And then the final SR that we have not talked about is Fissure. Fissure is an OG 20-year card in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's been out probably older than that. Fissure, a normal spell. Destroy the 1 face-up monster your opponent controls that has the lowest attack. Your choice if tied.
Yep.
So, Fissure in 2020, what do you think, Dulling?
I feel like we should have gotten this late 2018. I'm not gonna lie. It's super niche. It's super niche. It's maybe you'll run into a deck that you can use this against. I don't know, I'm just trying to think of something off the top of my head, Witchcrafter maybe? Because that's, against Witchcrafter maybe, but even then you're better off just wiping their entire board and calling it a day. So,
yeah. I feel like, we're past the point where the lowest attack point monster is often the one you want to just send to the graveyard. Because, come on, man. Lowest attack point monster. I'm going up against any meta deck right now. Crystron, Shiranui. They're all going to be able to come back from me just sending the lowest attack point monster. Invoke Magician Girls. Just any of them will be able to come back.
Magician Girls isn't awful against, though, right? Because it's non-targeting. It does get rid of the berry, so it's not awful there.
That's true, yeah. Fissure, never noticed. Fissure non-targeting, okay. Keep that in mind. Fissure is non-targeting destruction in an SR spell, so I pick up Fissure, baby.
Yep, it has its niches. If you have it and you don't have anything else to run, you'll run it. Typically, there are better options for every situation, though.
Right. Typically, yeah. Alright, so the final cards that I want to go over, they are just some Xyz monsters that are rares. Now, it looks like I had a list, and some of the ones that I had on this list are actually not listed in the box, so I will not go over those. I'll actually remove those. Okay, but the ones that are here, the next one is Soul of Silver Mountain. This is a Earth rank 3, a rock that requires two level 3 Earth monsters. Once per turn, you can detach 1 Xyz material from this card to target 1 set card in your opponent's spell and trap card zone. It cannot be activated while this card is face up on the field. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle while it has Xyz material, you can target one Earth monster in your graveyard and special summon that target in face up defense position. So 2 level 3 Earth monsters. All I'm thinking is Magnets just got their Xyz monster, baby.
That's baby. Magnets getting Sergeant Electro. Let's go.
Magnets just got Sergeant Electro in their extra deck. Yeah, that's it.
There's nothing to say about this. It's that good. It's slow. It's like
you can summon
why?
it. You can summon it when you break and you have 2 Nanishis in your hand. Alright, that's it for Soul of Silver Mountains. See ya. Next, we have number 28, Titanic Moth. This is a fire, rank 7. Okay, first rank 7 Xyz. Insect. Requires 2 level 7 monsters. If you control no other monsters, this card can attack directly, but when it does so using this effect, the battle damage inflicted to your opponent is halved. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can detach 1 Xyz material from this card, inflict 500 damage, 250 damage to your opponent for each card in their hand. All right.
I just like to note, I find it funny how the first ranked 7 is Insect because Dark Magician. That's all I'm gonna say on that one. But it's not a good card. You play it because you can make it. Even then, you wouldn't make it. I don't know why you'd make it in Dark Magician.
An Insect Xyz for your Insect deck, you know?
Yep.
Oh, gosh. It's just so weird, man. Like, maybe if there was a card that, or a skill that made it so your rank, there was a boost for rank, but, like, overlay charge is only for, like, how many overlay materials you have. This is like the best thing about this card is honestly just that it's a number. You'd play this with like number rule. I don't know, do numbers.
If you're playing this, Konami's terrified to give us high ranks. Yeah. I don't know why. I mean, I kind of understand why, but like I want them.
This is the first one that could actually see play.
It's fine. Next box is Heretics.
I'd love that. Give me Heliopolis. I'm ready, Konami. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Next, we have here number 45, Crumble Logos, the Prophet of Demolition. This is a Earth, rank 2, zombie Xyz. 2 or more, okay, 2 or more level 2 monsters. Once per turn, you can detach 1 material from this card. Then target 1 other face-up card on the field. While this monster is face-up on the field, that target's effects are negated. While the target is on the field, cards with the same name as that target and their effects cannot be negated. Holy shit, this is anti-Fiendish Chain. This is literally anti-Fiendish Chain. You target Fiendish Chain, it's negated. Any further Fiendish Chains are negated.
But what if they chain Fiendish Chain?
Oh gosh. I mean, well, that's it. There goes your rare Xyz rank 2 monster that you probably put 2 Shiranui tutors on to summon. And now that its effects are negated, their two tutors are locked under this shitty Xyz monster.
It's a decent body. It's 2.2k for 2 level 2s.
Yeah,
it's
that's true. That's weird. And
if you can get 2 level 2s out with whatever deck, I don't know what deck you're getting 2 level 2s out where you actually have extra deck space. Like, let's be real, and you're making this.
I don't know how much space Karikeons have in their extra deck, but you can make it by normal summoning 2 Inisichis or by normal summoning 2 level 2 Shiranui tutors. God. If you break with Shiranuis, you can summon this.
Like, Cristrons can do it, but all the decks mentioned don't have the extra deck space. They just don't.
Yeah. This is a deck even Shark deck can't use. This is a card even Shark deck can't use. Alright, next we have Mermail Abystrite. This is a water rank 3 Sea Serpent Xyz. Requires 2 level 3 monsters. 3 level 3 monsters, excuse me. During either player's turn, when your opponent targets exactly one face-up mermail monster you control for an attack, or with a spell/trap effect that could have targeted this card, except during the damage step, you can detach 1 Xyz material from this card. That attack/effect now targets this card. When this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 mermail monster in your graveyard, except mermail abyss dread special summon that target. Alright, is this the mermail abyss? Is this the mermail Xyz support we needed?
It's like, if you can summon it, sure, but it's like, I don't...
2800 defense.
Yeah. The first effect is, I don't care about the first effect. The second effect, though, it's basically, let me just wall. If it dies, I float into my graveyard, which is good for mermails, because they have a lot of on-summon effects, even special summon.
Yeah.
Yep. So, it's not awful. It's just a thing of, like, would I really be committing 3 monsters to make this instead of committing 2 to make Zen mains? Yeah. That's what I'm comparing it to right now.
For sure.
Maybe. Depends what else you have. Depends what the combos end up being with mermails, but right now it's not really doing much.
A highly specific, and often, you know, if you have a field full of level 3 mermails, like, come on, man, you're gonna be tributing them for Megalo, and you're gonna be like actually winning the game. You're like, this is like, I feel like you would do this and you get an effect that you don't care for, and then you special summon a Megalo. Kind of feels like you're taking the long way, you know? I don't really see a point for it. So, the last Xyz monster here is number 56, Gold Rat. And this is a rank 1 light beast. 3 level 1 monsters. Once per turn, you can detach 1 Xyz material from this card. Draw 1 card, then shuffle 1 card from your hand into the deck.
So what we do is we activate Obedience Schooled.
Oh my god.
Summon 3 different level 1, make Gold Rat, and then activate Switcheroo.
And then we do what?
Pass turn. Should have summoned Obelisk. Didn't open it. Feels bad, man. Okay, this is a meme card. This is a card that you, like, at people with to say, hey, this is what you are, because, you know, it's a rat.
Gold Rat. You just swap your cards around. That's it. I feel
it's a meme card.
Yeah.
I
feel like you just, like, do something where you just give this to your opponent. Like, I don't... But you have to summon it first. You have to summon it. You have to troll yourself to troll your opponent.
Oh my god.
Oh gosh. But yeah, so that is the box. That is the main box Shark deck.
Shark deck?
I mean, the main box Shark Fang. And to be honest, I'm thinking the best deck is gonna be Shark deck out of this box, because I do not think Evil Swarms, you know, while we do have some good stuff for them, some nice stuff for them, Caster specifically, a very good searcher that they need in the main deck. Their extra deck is not looking so great right now. Like you said, Bahamut has a good, nice effect, but straight up, it just cannot survive back row or any monster disruption at all. And in Evil Swarms, you're going to need to be able to play through that. Forgive me, but I don't know how many Evil Swarms that we have in Duel Links. I can look right now.
Oh, we have a lot. We have a
lot, but we don't have a lot of good ones. We have.
Okay, we do have.
Yes, we have Harasveld. He's good. It's a flip effect. Return it to the hand. We have Golem, not so great. Salamander, not great. Zahak. Destroyed, and then you could target special summon, destroy. What are the good ones then? What the heck?
Some of the higher level ones are pretty good. Okay. Like you have Moth, which is normal summon.
We have Moth.
I'm dropping shit.
It's okay. We have Moth in Duel Links?
We do have Moth. Tribute summon, pay 1,000, bounce 2 cards. It was used
Steel Swarm Moth. Yes, with Neos.
Steel Swarm Moth. Steel Swarm Moth.
Yes, Steel Swarm Moth. Neos. With Neos. Yes.
Moth and Girastag was the other one.
I see. I'm just looking at these cards up, but yeah. So kind of think of Steel Swarms and Evil Swarms together. Look around in Duel Links, and those are the cards you're going to be using with these cards. Again, however good they are, the cards we already have in Duel Links, that's really going to end up depending on like how good they are, because we do not have very much support for them here. Just kind of stuff to make the existing things we have better. Other than that, I have hope for Shark Deck, but not too much. Then all of the pieces are not here. We're gonna have to again look at the water support that we have in the game right now. Take a look at how good different chain special summoning effects are going to be. Do you want to rely on the monsters themselves, or do you want to make use of another mechanic like Ties of the Brethren or something else? Because there's no,
all I'm saying,
there's no skills that are going to help you here. It's going to be card based.
All I'm saying is we're bringing Golden Flying Fish back.
Golden Flying Fish is coming back, baby. This is Circus's time, man. Water Xyz with Golden Flying Fish. Playing your Golden Flying Fish and then number 37? Are you kidding me? Shark Deck.
Do we have 3 fish depth charge now? Or is it only 2?
We have 2. 2 fish depth charge.
That's still good.
So yeah,
That's
fish depth charge, you're going to be tributing your fish monsters. Sharks are all fish. So definitely, I'm excited for Shark Deck out of this box.
Yeah.
And for me, just really quick, things that I would recommend picking up for sure if you plan on going in: number 32 Shark Drake, number 37 Adreus, Maystroke the Symphony Djinn, and yeah, all these rare Xyz monsters. You know they're gonna be nice to get from the URs and SRs that are not Xyz monsters. You really don't need anything, because all of these things are just going to support Xyz archetypes. So if you're not interested in Xyz, once again, I think this is a box you can skip.
A lot of it is just future potential stuff.
Yeah,
like
straight up future potential.
At first glance, the new decks or returning decks that are coming out of this, likely not tiered. Maybe, like, I think out of everything, Elswarm might have the most potential, personally, just because you can play a slower game with them. It's a question of, are you playing too slow of a game? But it's playable.
Yeah, and again, once again, like, yeah, it's playable, but, like, you know, this is going to be another month with, like, no real viable Xyz strategies unless a miracle happens. I mean, so we'll see.
It's time for another Karakuri KC Cup.
Oh man, so this is definitely not going to be great. Yeah, KC Cup not going to be changing at all for sure, because this stuff is not going to change it. So, any final thoughts before we close up shop?
Box is a box. That was a very bad way to word things. It's a box. It's not awful. It's basically a box that's like, okay, I need to go into this at least once to get the staples.
Yeah.
I don't think boxes like that are bad. Of course, it would be nice to have something new, like something new that's tiered, but I'm not one to complain about staples personally. So, box, yeah, I'll live with it.
Yeah, so my verdict is going to be straight up: if you are a ladder player, you do not need to buy this box. If you are a tournament player who wants to get new tournament staples for your decks, for your extra deck, definitely. If you are someone who wants to play Shark Deck or Evil Swarms, I would play this deck. There are some powerful Xyz monsters. And if you want to expand your Xyz pool, all of this is if you have the expendable resources. I would not recommend this going in as a free-to-play player in any sense at all. There's nothing here that you absolutely need to get. We're going to have to wait to see what that final UR from these selection boxes, but I don't think there's anything really good that it could be. Stratos, like Delling said, is probably the best thing.
Isn't there also a couple of SRs that are missing from the box?
There's 10 here. There's 10 SRs.
Okay, so we're missing one SR. If it's Stratos, then it's going to be the other elemental hero.
We actually do have room for an SR.
Yes.
So, okay, so we may get...
Oh no, there are only 9 SRs.
Yeah, there's only 9.
So there's room for 2. No?
Yeah, there's room for 2 cards from the selection box. That is a correction on my part. Alright, so that's it, guys. Thank you for joining me for this box review of Shark Fang. If you like this video, please comment #SharkDeck if you made it to the end of the video. Let me know what you guys think about the box, if you're going to be going in, what you think the best thing is from it. Like I said, I think the best thing is Shark Deck. I'm going to try to make it work, but yeah, I don't recommend going in. But that's going to be it from me, guys. Peace out.